Hello YouTube, how your mama, how your brothers, how your sisters, how your family, how your friends doing? Today, welcome back to Truth Be Told. And we have Marianne!
Hey!
The Puerto Rican princess.
Yay!
So today, y'all, first, Marianne, let's drink to this, okay? Cause it's about to get real today.
Exactly. We haven't
gonna
done
be
this
real.
for a while, so.
It's gonna get real today. So as we all know, there's a lot of things going on in this world. And to be honest, at first, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to deal with it because I feel like it's just depressing. It really is.
There's no point of
It's sad, it's
dagging
depressing.
on.
Yeah, and everybody's already talking about it on Facebook and all different social media sites, and people are rioting and all that type of stuff. And then we also have this corona thing where people are getting sick and sick feet. Of course, we're not social distancing right now. Please don't sue us because we don't have the time or the money because guess what? A lot of people are out of work.
Yes.
We're actually
6 feet away. The camera makes you look at work together.
Right. We just got it. It's a trick. It's a camera trick.
Exactly.
So, anyways, I guess we should start with Corona because it's kind of a lighter subject. So, how do you feel about Corona, the coronavirus,
Well, like I
or
said,
COVID-19?
COVID-19. Basically, it's been a plus and a minus.
Okay.
The plus side is that it's kept my money in my pocket.
Right.
The negative side is that I have 2 kids, and this COVID-19 has me going, let me not beat these kids' asses. Because,
I will not kill my boss today.
yes, it's just like, I will not murder my husband. Because
I don't know if that's from COVID-19 or that's just crazy.
I am a home health aide. I did not sign up for a teacher, homeschooling, none
Coco,
of
you
this.
got that comment down.
And
Our special guest, Coco.
yes,
The dog.
Chanel, Coco
And-
Chanel.
No, there's nobody here, by the way. She's
Exactly.
just barking.
She barks at her imaginary friend, or unless she sees her boyfriend out there.
Oh, she has a boyfriend.
Yes.
So you said it's been a plus and a minus, and you're ready. Sometimes you get a little overwhelmed. It's pretty much what you just said.
Yes.
Um,
I legit come home and I finish my job at 9:30, and I sit in my in my driveway, legit for a whole hour before I come home.
you feel stressed or something?
Because I swear to God, the minute I walk, it's a music going up in here. Kids fighting, husband yelling, "Stop the fighting!"
Right. It's a
Kids
lot
are
going
saying, "I'm a bitch ass."
on. Kids say beat your ass.
Yo,
You
I'm
Yo,
telling you,
innocent children say that.
I'm saying, and
I'm
then
being honest.
I'll
They
sit
never
here.
said anything rude in front of me,
Listen,
so I don't.
I'll sit here and I'll listen to them. Mind you, they don't know I'm inside the house, and I'm listening to them fighting, and I'm listening, almost killing them each other and everything. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna pull your hair. This and that, and I'm legit sitting in my couch listening to them. The minute they see me being Puerto Rican as I am, and they know how I get, I swear their complexion turn colors. Each one of them go in their room. They shut the door because they know they're about to get their ass whooped.
Well, that's all, folks. Yeah. No, I think. Okay, so I travel for work, and I do merchandising, which means we go into a bunch of different stores.
Just for the record, I don't beat my kids, okay?
Yeah, she just, takes that phone away or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that what modern people do these days?
Yep.
Yeah. Beat your kid's ass. I don't know what they're talking about. But anyways, that's a whole nother day. Whole nother subject. Kids need discipline. I'm tired of y'all acting like they don't, okay? But moving on. because I needed discipline. I was bad as hell. So, either way, for me, Corona, I travel for work, so I was considered essential. So I still had to work, and there's a lot of people who are sitting at home and collecting a check. I have no problems with that because I would love to join you, but I'm essential. But and you know, people are getting their what do they call it? Their COVID relief money.
Stimulus check?
Stimulus check. Yeah, people are being stimulated. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Anyways,
I know, right?
anyways, I like you said, it's pros and cons. Pros is a lot of things you ain't got to pay right now, I guess. You're getting a break from school or your jobs, or you know, you're getting like a mental break in a way. People are sitting at home.
Well, basically, it's more like, to look at it, you're spending more family quality time together with your family. Whether you decide to kill them within a week or so, that's on you. But
and I think that's a good thing. I think the good thing is people are spending time with their families and doing more stuff together. It's caused a lot of togetherness between people in the world.
mm-hmm.
You know, people helping each other out with toilet tissue and all different types of things, and hand sanitizer, and create little groups. And I think that's the beautiful part about it. And one of my friends actually pointed that out to me. They was like, you know, yeah, this is a bad time, but look how nice people are being to other people. See, the thing is, we should have been being this nice to other people from the beginning.
That's true. Not wait until something like this happens to be like, you know, we are the world.
We are the children. We're supposed to be like that every day, y'all.
Children.
And I don't see why y'all can't understand that. But, you know, people out here are just crazy.
Just loco. Mucho loco.
Mucho loco. So, I think Corona has been a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Give it to
And
me.
yeah, and the curse part is, this don't sound real selfish to me, but I don't care. This is how I feel. I was recently in Florida, and I could not go anywhere. I couldn't explore the city, you know, because I'm from North Carolina. I couldn't explore the city or do anything because of Corona. Hurt my feelings a little bit, but at the same time, I know that can be replaced when this is all over. I know I can go back and, you know, hang out there or whatever, but I feel like the curse thing is there's people out there who are just so out into the world that they don't know how to live in this world where they got to be stuck in the house in quarantine. Me personally, I can sit there and watch Netflix all day. So, I'm not bothered either way. But I do like to go out sometimes with my friends or whatever and hang out. So it's, you know, and it's changing jobs and stuff because people are realizing, oh my God, I can work from home.
That's true. Now you have, you know,
Or virtual meetings and stuff like that.
Zoom and all these doctor's appointments. Now you could do it through Zoom if you don't want to go to the office.
Now, I do have one complaint. Okay, I had a friend recently who was supposed to have, they're pregnant, they're about to have a baby. And shout out to you, Autumn. And she was like, you know, this is like her first baby or whatever. And she had to, she was supposed to have an appointment, but now they're doing it virtual. And she was like, how can you tell me what's wrong with my baby? Or everything virtually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know how I feel about the virtual doctor's appointments because that seems weird to me. But
I mean, it's not all of them because I have gone to doctor's appointment and I think I only have one virtual doctor's appointment, one through Zoom.
Well, I mean, if it's
The
just
other ones I have gone physically here.
If it's a checkup, I don't see, like, you know, if it's just like, oh, how have you been feeling? You know, is everything okay? And you feel fine. I don't see the big deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go in there and you have problems with God knows what, then I don't know how that would really work. I guess you would have to go in after that. I don't know. Either way, so Corona has been something, we would say, and
The saddest part of all this, I think, is so many lives that has lost because of this, you know, and within those lives are small kids, babies, you know, and elderly, and you turn on a channel and you see all these elderly people, like, you know, visiting through the TV, and that's the hardest part. The hardest part is letting go to your family members or seeing your family members go and you can't even be there. You can't have a funeral.
Right.
I had one of my clients
Okay.
that I worked for 6 months. Sadly, she passed away. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
yes, she was a sweet old lady, and
Was it because of?
not because of the coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
Thank God it wasn't because.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, it was not because of the coronavirus. She was failure. She was 91 years old, and she was failure to thrive, and basically, I mean, but the simple fact that she was in a home and she was isolated, she couldn't understand why she couldn't have family members over or visitations over. You know what
So
I'm
she
saying?
wasn't understanding what was going on because
She wasn't understanding.
So it was just stressing her out in so many words.
Exactly.
Right?
So, you know, and I got the sad news that she moved on and she passed away. So, I mean, rest in peace to her. And
Rest in peace. And I'm pretty sure we can't tell you her name, but rest in peace.
Exactly.
Because HIPAA laws. I think there's a lot of people who've lost their lives and there's a lot of bad things going on. But I mean, there's a beautiful side to it, I guess.
And kudos to all those doctors, police officers, firefighters that are putting their lives in a line of duty for COVID-19. Kudos to you.
Kudos to you guys. But to switch it on another note, police officers, y'all are just on the docket, man. Y'all just
Yes.
we gotta talk with y'all.
I mean,
So okay, we talked about Corona, and let's say this. Let's give almost like a public service announcement. First, we understand that people have jobs to do. We understand that it's not always easy to do your jobs. We understand that, you know, you are risking your life every day that you go out there and decide that you're going to be a cop, a nurse, any of those things. Because, you know, with nurses, you're going to be around sick people. With cops, you're probably going to be around sick people too. And people who are confused, lost, whatever the case may be. So you're risking your lives in both areas. In a lot of areas, but truthfully, in the world we live in, you're always risking your life when you walk out the door. But I'm just saying, so kudos to us regular people too who are risking our lives the moment we walk out the door. There has been a lot of, and you know what, I'm going to leave race out of it. I'm just going to say there's been a lot of shootings. Deaths by police.
brutality.
Yeah, police brutality.
That's sad. Brutality.
And to be honest with you, this is the one main thing. I understand you work a rough job or whatever, but do you have to be rough with everybody?
What's the point of? I mean, your badge is supposed to represent loyalty, respect, honesty, trust, and protection. Listen what I said, the last one. Protection. Protección! Protection in Spanish.
Yes. I'm going to be honest with you, I'll never feel protected when a cop stops me.
I mean, unless it's one of those cops says, hey, that's my type. But no, let me stop.
Right. I never feel protected. I mean, I guess for me, I never feel protected when a cop stops me because I feel like I never know what's going to be the outcome because of situations that we keep seeing portrayed on our news stations, on social media.
It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you could obey by it, and it's in their nature to feel like they could violate their rights,
And yeah, like y'all put the body cams on cops now and different things like that. But I ain't trying to be funny. It don't seem to be effective because, from what I understand,
what's the point of I don't understand. What is the point of the body cam? A body cam could go. It's just like a phone. If I take my phone and I start recording you, hey, there is an erase button there. Somewhere in your phone, right. There's an erase button. It'll go.
That's a question. Can you erase something with the body cam?
Yes, you can. Easily. It has known throughout the years that cameras has been probably tampered
with.
Play with. Oh, let's play with. The only way you can't tamper a recording is if you get it at the moment, 5 or 10 minutes, right there. But if you don't,
she's popular.
No, I'm not popular. It's just they call at an
opportune time. Exactly. I just say, this is what I say. I don't want to bash y'all. I really don't. But what I want to say to cops is, please be nicer to people. I know that you're dealing with criminals. I know, but and some of these people ain't even, like, some of these people be doing little petty stuff, like giving a fake $20 bill or something like that. Nobody deserves to lose their life over a $20 bill. Now, mind you, shit, I got lost. Mind you, people go out and do wrong things all the time. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who don't get caught doing
We're not
wrong
perfect.
things. Nobody's perfect. And some of these cops ain't even perfect. So my thing is, how do you go out there and try to act like you are perfect and be, oh, well, he stole $20. Let's just put my knee in his neck and call it a day. No, y'all.
You don't have.
How do you feel?
You don't have that right.
Like that. And then another thing is body cams, all this other stuff. When officers get these complaints, and I guess I'm talking to whoever's above the officers. I guess that would be the chief or whoever. Why can an officer have 18 complaints and nobody does anything? No disciplinary action, nothing. So that brings me back.
It smells like some pure investigation needs to be going on there.
Yeah, and that brings me back too to like a while ago in my hometown, there was a guy who I didn't really necessarily go to school with, but I knew of him. His name was Brandon Webster. Yeah, Brandon Webster. He got into an altercation with officers and he got shot. Now, I didn't know him that well like that or whatever and the stuff he did and all that, but the first thing people like to say when something like this happens, white, black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, whoever, the first thing everybody wants to say is that, oh, well, they should have did this. Well, they should have followed this. They should have followed this. Well, let me tell you something. Me, personally, as a black man, when a police stops me, I am always nervous. Now, I don't even have to be doing anything wrong when I get stopped. And I'm just like, well, what did I, But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure everybody gets nervous when they get stopped. Do you get nervous when you get stopped?
Hell yeah, especially when I'm going 70 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness. You know what? No, in those times, okay, let me be completely honest. In those times, If I got stopped and I was going like 70 miles per hour on the 55, I'm not nervous. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get a speeding ticket. That's fine. I'm just other times when people get stopped and
Listen, I can see him right here, and all of a sudden I'm going, and then all of a sudden I drop, and then I'll make sure on my rear, be like, okay, he's probably eating a donut or
he's eating a donut.
or something,
Not
and he didn't see me.
the hot
So I
light
go,
was on. When they stop you, just the hot light was on. Did you see back there? No, I'm just saying in general, because I don't like to be too serious and talk about stuff, but y'all, it's really got to stop. And then on top of that, if we really want things to change and we really want things to change, stop recording these videos like my friend has said earlier on her Facebook and get out and do something. You know, we need more black cops, we need more black nurses, doctors, all those type of things, so that then we have a segue into things that we feel like we're being treated wrong. If we have more black cops, maybe, and I'm not just saying black cops, because there's some videos I've seen of cops be forceful with anyone, black, white, Puerto Rican, just anyone. And
my point is, like he said before, when I wrote on my Facebook, y'all could look me up, hit me up, and look what I wrote. Is that what is the point of you standing with your phone? Grab it. Don't mind this place. It needs new one. What is the point of grabbing your phone and just basically recording the situation instead of saying, "Listen, stop, get off of him," you know, or basically doing something like basically hands on going to that person and pulling it. Yes, it's like I said on my post. Yes, they're cops. Yes, they have guns. Yes, they have tasers. But guess what? If you gang up on them, they will. The whole point is that
you know what it is?
Get to have wonders.
You ever
seen
Soul Food? The movie Soul Food.
I remember it, but I don't.
Remember how the grandma was like, "One a mighty fist." Like, okay, so if one of you, two of you go in there and be like, "Oh, get off of him." They ain't gonna do nothing. But a couple of you, they can't shoot all of y'all.
Exactly. Now, especially when there was only 4 of them. When there's 4 and you see like the same way you guys see on TV, all this rampage, all these people, you know, vandalizing and stuff like that. That's a couple of cops versus 100 people. If you have 100 or 40 or 50 people, they're not Rambo. They're gonna pull out their machine gun and go.
But my thing is, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are more scared because they feel like they might get hurt themselves. And they might get shot themselves, and then there's an innocent bystander or somebody who was just trying to say, "Hey, stop," you know, loses their life because they're trying to help someone else. So I mean, it's kind of like one of them things where it could go either way.
I can understand. I can completely understand that too.
What if during the instance when someone is being stopped by these cops, like say it was a traffic stop, and they're stopped by this cop. And then, you know, they always pull up 2 or 3 more behind them. So you got 4 cops and 1 person in the car late at night.
If you make the hesitation to approach them, maybe, just maybe, he would have saw that and he would have maybe pulled away from his knee off his neck. And he could have been alive today. But standing there and recording the situation, I mean, that eventually at the long run, it's gonna get to your head, it's gonna stay in your head, and you're gonna live that for the rest of your life. You're gonna be known for, you know, "Oh, I was there, I actually watched that man die in my face." You know, and you just
the truth of the matter is, right is right and wrong is wrong. Now I also want to say too, because we were talking about this earlier, y'all are going out and tearing up buildings and stuff, and I ain't trying to be funny. I don't see the purpose because what they gonna do?
It's not gonna bring George Floyd back. It's not gonna.
It's not.
Guys,
let me tell you what you should be doing. What you should be doing is going to the BLET, however they call program, getting out there, and maybe even becoming a cop or becoming a judge or becoming something that can make a difference. out in these streets, okay? Because at the end of the day, you want us to be protected, and we have to stand up and protect ourselves. And if we're going to protect ourselves, then we need to get behind those uniforms, these cop uniforms, go out there and do, our duties. Because, like, and do it right too. Don't be being a messy cop, no, crooked cop and all that type of stuff. But you know what I'm saying? We need to
serve your country the right way.
Because
protect your people the right way.
Because I've heard so many people say, "Oh, black people are dying," and this and that, but yet I see none of y'all trying to go be a cop, so y'all can maybe make a difference, and that's my concern. Now, there's probably people who's gonna say, "Well, I got a record, and I got this, and I got that." Okay, that's fine, but there's still other ways around it.
A record does not define you.
Yeah, and on top of that, my thing is just go out there and be great in layman's terms, and do what you need to do, and maybe put yourself in a position to where you won't have to deal with such things as being, stopped by a cop or giving fake money, whatever the case may be. Nobody's perfect, and I'm not sitting here saying I'm better than nobody. But I understand that life is hard. That don't make it all right for you to make bad choices. We've all done it. Hell, I've got speeding tickets. I've been in wrecks. I've done things. I've taken things I probably shouldn't have. We've all done it. But the moral to the story is it's not only black people out there doing these things. It's not only white people out there doing these things. It's not only Hispanic people out there doing these things. I want to say as a people, we should all stand together because God knows what's next. Mm-hmm. We have Corona going on. We have just so much going on, and it seems like people are more divided rather than being together. Now, I understand some of you don't like the other race and this, that, and the third. Okay, that's not my problem. But my thing is, how can you hate somebody that you don't even know? You never even met. I do know there's a couple people you meet that you just don't feel like y'all connect or whatever. But I'm talking about as in for blacks and whites who don't like each other, or white people who don't like Hispanic or Puerto Rican. It's to each their own. Racism is a problem.
Yes, it is.
It is. And I think some people don't even realize that they're being racist sometimes. They just think, oh, it's a joke. It's funny.
I work with different clients, and I'll be walking down with my client and work with my client. All of a sudden, I'll be getting looked up and down. And I hate to say I actually had one lady at Lowe's. Mind you, I was already off my job, and I had a stressful day, and she just picked the wrong one because, to be honest with you, she actually turned around and said to me, "Why don't you go back to your country?"
Where was this?
In Lowe's. Hardware.
In Southport? Somewhere near here?
Yeah, Southport.
Oh, MJ.
Yeah, she actually turned around and said to me, "Why don't you go back to your country?"
I just cut my nail off with your scissors. Sorry, that was random.
But and I looked at her straight dead in her self, and I said to her, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that in public, but I did. And
what did she say then? Did she walk away?
What surprised me the most, that her actual husband pulled her away and said, "That's what you get for being such a bitch." Her actual husband said that. And I was like, well, damn. I don't know whether should I thank you or
what?
Or what? Because...
And I think, too, it's a lot... I'm going to say this because it needs to be said, and I hate to say it, but there's a lot of older people on both sides of the fence, black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever, that are very racist. And I think it's because of the time they came from. They don't even know no better. So, sometimes I've heard some of my white friends talk about their grandparents, how they are low-key racist, and they just be trying to, they just kind of laugh it off.
Listen, black, white, Hispanic, we're all equal. We're all one. God made us all the same. different shapes, different size, different forms, different colors, but at the end, we're all the same.
Baby, we all bleed red.
Exactly. Unless you are special and you bleed purple, pink, and yellow,
Yeah.
you're the same.
Yeah, we're all the same.
You're gonna die just like us.
All of our insides are pink.
Exactly.
It might be different shades.
Excuse my son.
We might be all different shades.
Yeah, when he gets into his Xbox, that's what happens.
Yeah. We might be all different shades on the outside, but I think at the end of the day, we are pretty much the same. We all go through issues, life, marriage, divorce, breakups, makeups, relationships, friendships. We all go through the same things. Some of us been arrested, some of us haven't.
You just gotta basically take life as it is. Don't let the small things get to you, nor the big things get to you.
And don't try to time your life based off what other people are doing.
Exactly.
That was a hard thing for me to understand. And we're gonna close it up for you guys because we're just going on at this point. But don't try to base your life off of other people, because like a lot of people base their life off of, well, I should be doing this at 30 and I should be doing this at 40 and da-da-da-da. You know what? Life is a learning experience. I have fallen on my face so many times. Okay? Flat broke, all that. And the best thing for you to learn is to get the fuck up, dust yourself off, and try again, like Aaliyah said.
There's a part in Cardi B song that says, does she say something about in one of her songs that says, I can't remember what she says. She says so many things in her song, but there's one thing that says, if you fall 10 times, you get up 10 times.
Yeah.
Basically. That's what we're telling you. Be yourself.
You know what part I like in Cardi B's song?
I love Cardi B.
I like Cardi B too. But this is the thing that I like that she says in one of her songs.
She reminds me of me.
Okay, Cardi B. The one thing I like that she says in one of her songs, she says, I got a baby, I need some money, I need cheese for my eggs. And people gonna laugh and be like, why would you pick that part? But the truth of the matter is, when you have children, you need money. And you need money for yourself. And then on top of that, guess what? How many times we went to a restaurant and wanted cheese on our eggs? And how many times does it cost extra? So, I like that when she said that, because it's like, if you want things, you gotta get out there and work for them. It's not always gonna be easy. You
can't expect things to be handed to you.
And you might not be able to afford those cheese on your eggs all the time. But that's life.
This is part where you pull maybe a Medea and you bring some cheese from your house and you stick them in your purse and you slap some cheese on it.
She is so ratchet. But on that note, we all need some cheese for our laid eggs. And me and Mary Ann are happy to say that welcome back to Truth Be Told, and welcome back to us.
It's been a while, and I gotta show you this because he was not expecting this.
Oh,
mind you, he already ate a piece of it, but
right. Well, you should have told me.
Look at his little.
I cut my name out.
Yeah, he cut it right slack.
Anyways, my birthday was like the 19th of May. And this little hooker surprised me because she knows I hate surprises. So ain't she just fucking great? Sorry, we love her.
Exactly.
Anyways.
You know, if you tell me, for y'all that don't know me, if you tell me something that you don't like or hate, I'm gonna do it.
She's gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. You know why? Because I can. Because it doesn't matter if you don't like surprises. It's the simple fact that someone took the time and thought about you. That's what counts.
That is what counts. And I did feel very special.
He is genuine, someone that I got to love throughout what... you messed up my floor. That was a bloop. But yes, Coco could get drunk like tonight. Coco, some... But he is someone that genuine I met. What now? It's been what now?
I don't know. I can't keep up with the time.
It's been what, like 3 years now?
3 years. See, it's been. Hold on.
It's been 2 years? 2 years? Is it 2 years or 3? I was in McDonald's for a year.
Okay.
That's where we met.
Okay.
That's when the love connection happened.
And then it just soared. It blossomed.
It blossomed. I mean,
we became cool.
And you know how it blossomed? I'm gonna tell you how it blossomed.
What happened?
I'm gonna tell people how it blossomed.
How?
How this man walks up to me
I
out
don't
of
remember. I
fucking
probably said
nowhere,
something crazy. Normie.
grabs my fucking ass.
I did that?
Yes, you did.
OMG.
And I was like,
You're making me sound like Trump. I don't like it.
I was like, whoop. Thank God he's gay.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
But and then it was a week. What was it? A month or 3 months later, he was working at Walmart, and I just walked up and went.
She cut my booty cheeks.
Yep, I just went.
She made me feel real cheap.
And his eyes was like
I didn't know who
unbelievable.
the fuck it was.
Yep,
I really didn't know.
You didn't. And basically, that's how we.
Okay, friends. We grabbed each other's butts.
Yep, basically grabbed each other's ass.
I don't remember grabbing your butt, but I guess I did it if you said it.
Yeah, you did. It's right smack in the middle of McDonald's. That was love at first
It must
sight.
have been the pants.
Yep.
Who knows? I like watching butts. I'm a butt watcher.
Yeah. But that's how we became friends. And I mean, then he got a job traveling the world.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time after what?
Forever?
Forever that we see each other.
Yeah.
And I wanted to surprise him because I know how much he hates surprises, and I could do that.
She can do that. Yeah, she can. She's my friend.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, we're going to let you guys go now. We're like 36 minutes in.
Yep. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And
Don't let the bed bugs bite or the corona, okay?
at this point, this is about the only one Corona that we'll be drinking.